welcome to my presentation on Madre de Dios, the Quartz Bay expansion. Today we will be talking about multiple things, so let's get started on some of the goals that we're going to learn during this presentation. So some of the goals we will be learning in this presentation is we will establish an expansion property for Quartz Bay. We will fully understand the history of the expansion property. We will fully understand the extraction methods, and we will learn a little bit about the environmental issues and labor issues that we will face while expanding to Madre de Dios. So, as the title said, I am proposing that Quartz Bay expands to Madre de Dios. Madre de Dios is in Peru, and it is known for its gold properties. Madre de Dios is a suitable expansion for Quartz Bay as there is already government allowable areas to mine. There is about 500,000 hectares of land that is allowable by the government. And there are also native communities that Quartz Bay could also expand to in future with contracts. So, some history. Like I said, Madre de Dios is known for its gold mining. It has been mined there before. Unfortunately for Madre de Dios, it has been hit with illegal gold mining. As the stock market prices drop in gold, miners and companies take shortcuts to mining. They tear apart the rainforest where the deposit is with no backup plan of fixing the rainforest or replacing it afterwards. This is something that Quartz Bay can help Madre de Dios with once we expand. We can help refine the rainforest. We can help replace the environmental damages that other people have left behind, which is very promising for Madre de Dios. The extraction method that I am proposing is an underground mine. Some of the pros of underground mining is you get more area to mine. You're not limited to the surface space. You can go under and create more areas. This will also be very environmentally better for Madre de Dios as you will not be destroying as many rainforests as you were if you were open pit or stripping. It would only limit a certain amount of rainforest. There is also less dust, less noise, less rock fragmentation that could affect the nearby community of Madre de Dios. You can also create many more chances of exploration once you're going underground. With diamond drilling, you can get deeper into the ground and see the true gold deposit. Of course, with pros comes cons. Some of the cons is the startup infrastructure. You have to have a shaft, you have to have offices, you have to have maintenance shacks, you have to have all kinds of things for an underground operation. It is also proven that underground mining has been more dangerous and causes more accidents and incidents than compared to open pit. With the extraction method comes the underhand cut and fill method that I want to suggest for the underground. With underhand cut and fill, you can be more exact with what you mine. You can take less waste dilution and go after the ore better than other methods. And you can also take the waste rock that you do have and use it as fill to fill up the above sills. Now, some of the environmental issues. Like I mentioned in previous slides, the rainforest is a big environmental issue. It is being destroyed. But Quartz Bay can have a closure plan in place to make sure that the rainforest is protected, and also the rainforest that we do take away can get replaced once the mine is done. One thing that Quartz Bay will also have to look after is the AMD, which, if we have a plan and procedure in place, should be no problem. Some of the labor issues. With the stock market prices comes labor issues. Many workers had promises given to them that weren't returned of wages. Their work environment was not good for themselves, and they had improper benefits. They were getting sick and hurt, and nothing was happening. Nothing was given to them. So one way that Quartz Bay can face that challenge is to make sure that there is an agreement, a contract in place that states if someone gets hurt, they will get the proper disability. They will get the certain amount of wage that they were promised every time. And if Quartz Bay does happen to break that, there are legal actions that the workers can take, so they always feel protected. I also want to suggest that with the labor issues, we have a percentage of locals from Madre de Dios work for Quartz Bay. And 80 to 20% of local workers compared to flown-in workers would be great for Quartz Bay. You already have people there. They don't have to relocate. They don't have to move, which is less spending and expenses for Quartz Bay in the long run. Conclusion. I believe that Madre de Dios will be a great opportunity for Quartz Bay. It has a known gold deposit. It has workers there. It has government allowable areas to mine. And Quartz Bay can be a very positive influence to Madre de Dios and make their community better. Thank you for coming to this presentation, and have a good day.